It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up,
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Brooklyn.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Allen going to look to throw on the first play.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5.
Back near his goal line. Here's Lance.
They'll find Everett there, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Allen now on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now Allen off the bootleg. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. The ball on the 8, still could get a first down technically, 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Beats are on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
On 2nd and very short, Lance.
Going back to Allen, he's got him again. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Running left, Montgomery. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Lance now to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Caught. Now the ball comes loose. It's going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Montgomery will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start by running the option to the right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd and a couple, Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. The kick by Maher is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll try the middle with Cook. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
From the 16, Allen. And he finds Howard complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. James Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Beats have regained the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Lance. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And Lance's throw there complete to Allen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And some room to maneuver. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Lance looking to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Marr able to put this one through. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Lance staying on his feet. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. To throw, it's Lance. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kick by Marr is good, and they have regained the lead.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Throwing on first down is Lance.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
2nd and 6. And Lance going to throw.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Lance.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. Michael Thomas, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Deontay Hardy, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Christian Watson, a touchdown reception. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, on the other side, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On first down, Allen. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And again, it's Allen. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From just shy of midfield, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Now Allen again. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Allen. Open man right side is Tony. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Bass is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Lance now on first down. A little short pass. This is Everett. On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the interception, they'll take over with good starting field position here. Down by 2 as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 25. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that is caught, but he will. Now Sean McDermott going to throw out the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Cook running right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they have regained the lead.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Chicago offense set to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 14-yard line.
Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The kick by Bass is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bears now ready to take over again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Now Lance.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Desperation time here. Lance.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Lance looks to throw again.
Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Read option, here's Montgomery. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And Lance now to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance out quickly to Judy. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
The Lance going to throw.
It's Williams on the catch.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
Touchdown! Gerald Everett from 6 yards away.
And the Bears put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25.
Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by a field goal, 2:23 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. On 1st down, Allen. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Throwing is Allen. Able to find Patterson.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Allen. Has his man. It's Shakir.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now Allen.
Being chased out left.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Bears,
they do get one final win, but it finishes off a 5-12 campaign.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn,
the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses.
And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.